Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you with miracle number 77 in the 100 Miracles in 100 Days project, and the first step on my fifth dimension activation and an effortless manifesting quickie. Just taking a big breath in. Filling up your tummy and your lungs with air all the way up through the, breathing in through the nose, and then letting it out with a big sigh through the mouth. Breathing all the way out, emptying your lungs completely. If you can only take a soft, gentle breath, do that, but just remember to follow the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. This is how you release stuff. It might be helpful to continue doing this breath in through the nose and out through the nose, as it will keep you focused throughout this miracle and enable you to integrate the source codes that are embedded in my voice, and then release anything immediately as it's coming up if you continue this breath. Otherwise, you can just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. But definitely, if you need to yawn, burp, sneeze, fart, do all those things, because they are all signs that stuff is releasing. Old blocked energy is releasing from your body. So the God Blast came about. I had moved to Tilpa. Someone that I'd done so much for again, for free, had got, and this is the reason you shouldn't do stuff for free, because they reach a certain point in their growth and they don't want to grow anymore, and their ego picks a fight with you. But in this case, it got particularly nasty and had someone trying to put a spell on me. And I knew that, and I was keeping it at bay, and I was, blocking it and returning it to sender, or transmuting it back to source light. But I'd gone down to watch TV in the other cottage on the farm that I was staying on, because there wasn't one in my cottage, my cottage, my home. And I came back in from watching a movie, and as I went to open my front door, my whole house was filled with this disgusting stench, like something had died, just as I opened the door. It was so disgusting, and I knew it had come from him and this woman in South Africa who claims to be deeply spiritual, having tried to do something to me. And I was so friggin' mad. I was so mad, and that's why you should not judge things and emotions like this, because sometimes just getting really, really angry like that is enough to dissolve that shit. It's really enough to dissolve that shit. So, but I remember it just flew out of me because I was so angry, and I started shouting at the top of my lungs. Luckily, there was no one else home on the farm. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I can't even say it with the intensity that I did it. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up in every cell, every atom, every molecule of my being now. I command the power of God to wake up in every cell, every atom, every molecule of my being now. And I'm screaming this at the top of my lungs after today. Then I was like, I command the power of God to delete, dissolve, destroy, and transmute to dust or return to pure God source instantaneously now, anything and everything that is out of alignment with my divine I am presence and my highest calling here on earth. And then I was like, delete this energy and so on. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but that's the basis of it if you want to learn it at some point. You can command the power of God to wake up inside of you and do anything. Command the power of God to wake up inside. I basically did that yesterday with my house before I went and looked at the house, but then I was a bit cracky by the time I got home, and was then going, come on, God, get your shit together and find me somewhere to live, But it is, God doesn't judge. God doesn't have an ego. It's only human beings that have that. And so that's what my God Blast was, and I was shouting it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and everything just went really, really still. Really still. And the stench just disappeared out of my house, and it was quite pristine. You could feel the difference maybe it felt more pristine because all the shitty energy, because it had been so bad when I opened the door to my home. So it could just very well have been, it could very well have been just kind of, you know, the difference between it being gone and not being gone. But it really, I remember just feeling like my home was filled with so much love. So for a while there, I did this thing called a God blast. I would just, and you could hear me all over the valley. I'd be shouting, I command the power of God to wake up inside of you now. I did these things for clients. I command the power of God to wake up inside of you now. And because as you probably all know, we are infinitely powerful, divine beings of light. If you don't know that, then listen to some of my recordings, because it has been proven over and over again in these miracles what is possible when we connect to the source light of who we truly are. Check out the miracle number 45 when my father passed over and we took 1,075 souls home. Check out miracle number 69, I think it is, with the blue-eyed twins angels, where they saved my life. If this is your first time being here today, just listen and breathe and open yourself up to something new. What has happened over the time, so that would have been back in 2013 maybe, 2014, so nearly a decade ago again. God, I can't believe how fast these decades just keep rolling on by. But now I can just do them with gusto, and I just do them silently. There's no need for me to shout anymore. I just command it with power within me. And so that's what I'm going to do for you now. I'm going to do I'll let you know what I'm going to do in case you want to turn the video off now, but I'm going to do a God blast to remove all negative energies and entities, lower level soul contracts, so things like the vows of poverty, chastity and obedience, the warrior's oath, the healer's oath, any contracts that were made at a lower consciousness that are not in alignment with your highest pure God source right now, we are going to do a God blast about that. So all you need to do now, and you may feel some energy shifting and you may not feel a damn thing, it depends how light or not light you are. But if you're sensitive, and maybe it's just something that takes time to integrate and you'll feel it the next day. But just because you can't feel anything doesn't mean that something powerful is not happening for you. So just stay open and breathe, and don't go, I can't feel anything, because that's your ego blocking it. You need to go, what can I feel? What is happening here? What changes are happening within me? Just make those questions. Say those things to your ego or to your mind, and then tell your ego to shut up would be my recommendation. So we're going to start this God blast now. Just close your eyes. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, please, until I tell you to stop. Oh, excuse me, a bit of releasing going on. Namaste, Espavo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Take a big breath in for me. So that was a good 5 or 6 minutes of God Blast. You can use it if you get a cold. You can use it if you think that there's something blocking money flowing to you. You can use it if you just feel like something's dragging you down. The first time you have a proper release from this, it's like someone gave you an Energizer bunny. You feel like an Energizer bunny or a Barocca vitamin B shot or something. You just can feel the difference immediately. Now, I only did this for 6 minutes. I would recommend that you maybe go back. It started about 8 minutes and just repeat that through to about 14 minutes. If you wish to just do it again, it's good to do it a few times. But it's also good in the beginning just to start slow. I would also strongly recommend that you do not do this yourself for someone else. Excuse me, sorry. Until you are absolutely certain that you are completely clear and that your light is so strong or that the divine I am presence is fully awake in your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres. Because what do you think will happen if you're not? If you do it for someone else and you're lighter than, which you're likely to be for the other person, you're likely to be the lighter person of the two if you're going to do it for them, and you're not fully in your power, all the shit you take out of them is likely to just come and go, oh, here's a brighter soul, let's jump on top of them. And so I do not recommend, unless you are a professional healer that's been doing it for some time, just to go, which people do these days, oh, I've learnt this new healing technique, and off they go without any freaking training. If you want training, please definitely join us for our 10-week become a powerful fifth dimension spiritual activator training that will start in April. We would love you to join us. All the details for that will be below this video, and we will train you how to step fully into your power so nobody can freaking touch you ever again, but also because you're in alignment with the quantum, the fifth dimension, and way beyond, all the way up to the quantum, and you will be able to manifest your goals and your dreams, etc., etc. So, big breath in for me, please. Big breath in. Please, please do not use this technique. It is a simple technique, but it's not a freaking simple thing that you're doing. You are removing low density dark spirits off you or off the person that you're chanting that to. And because there's no time and space and they live in that energy, so even if you were doing it for someone in London and you were in America or in Australia, there's no time and space, that energy would be on you. And a good sign that that's happened is after you do it, within a few hours or even the next day, you feel like you've been hit by a bus. That's a sign that you picked up all their crappy energy. That's also the reason why people go shopping. They go shopping and they come home and they're full of crap. Because all the bloody dark beings go, oh, here's a bright light, and jump on them. And until your energy is strong enough that they wouldn't dare come near you, like none of those beings would dare come near me, because I have a permanent, it's not a paradigm, it's a, I have a permanent algorithm set up in my being so that if any negative energies like that that are not mine come anywhere into my field, they are instantaneously transmuted to dust or transmuted back to pure source light. But it takes a while for you to know how to do that part. So please, no going, oh, I'll let this new technique, because you'll bloody end up doing more harm than good to yourself. Not to them. They'll probably feel amazing and go, yeah, 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 thank you so much, I feel amazing, when you feel like shit because you picked up all their shit. But those sentences that I gave you to begin with, they're a very good thing to include into your meditation anyway, for yourself. Do this for yourself. If you want to learn to do it for other people, come do my training. It's not expensive at all. We used to charge $5,995 for the training I'm about to give you. When I do it one-on-one with people, I charge $15,000 for them to do it one-on-one. So it's only $2,222. And the next time we run this program, it'll be $2,888. So big, big saving if you do it live with me in April. Big breath in for me, please. Bring your awareness into your hands. And as you breathe in, raise your hands up, point them to the sun, breathe out and connect that into the sun. Breathe in and draw all that energy from the sun down through your crown chakra. Breathe it out through your feet and into the core of Mother Earth. Breathe in and bring all that energy from the core of Mother Earth back up. Let it flood every cell, every atom, every molecule, every being. Take the last 5% up to the sun. Breathe in, bring all that gorgeous source light from the sun down. Let it flood every one of those 100 trillion cells and 100 trillion telomeres. Take the last 5% down, connect it into Earth. Breathe in and bring all that energy from Earth all the way back up. Breathe out, take the last 5% up to the sun. One more time, breathe in. Bring the energy down from the sun. Breathe it out into your body. Last 5% down into Earth. Breathe in and breathe out. Take the last 5% up to the sun. And just continue that now. Continue that practice now while I give you a 1 minute and 22-second blast of this gorgeous energy that's pumping through me, having cleared myself, and then you gorgeous people as well. If you continue to do that, that's just the first step of my fifth dimension activation. We will teach you the whole 5 steps, but just doing that first step, even if you've got no money, and continuing to listen to these, it should clear your frequency field and money should begin to flow to you because you're in alignment with the earth and the sun. All of your meridian lines from the earth and the sun will line up again, and you should be, and it depends how dense you are. That process might take anything from 30 to 90 days, but doing something every day will change your life. Most people, it takes around 15 to 20 days to feel a shift and to have a money shift as well. Okay, just breathe and receive. And use this energy to manifest anything you wish. Okay. Namaste, Espavo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow.